I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up to the live stream earlier. If you're a regular by now, you know who you are. And look, if you're brand new to it, maybe you're thinking about stopping by, we usually do live streams around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a great place to ask any questions you have about AMC. Take any concerns away, whatever it may be that you want to talk about, we're here for you. All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most important things regarding AMC stock. Taking your profit. You see price floors, price ceilings, price targets all over the place. What is real? What is make-believe? How high can this thing really go? And, where to take your profit, how to take your profit during the squeeze. Because the only thing that I do not want to see during the AMC short squeeze is somebody to ride it all the way up and then ride it all the way back down and never realize your profit. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, make sure to click the subscribe button. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. All right, so the most important thing during the AMC short squeeze is going to be figuring out when, where, and how to take your profit. Because let's think about it. It's a short squeeze. This is a short squeeze play. What does that mean at its core? That means it's going to squeeze itself up, and then as soon as that pressure is off, the price is going to fall right back down, right? Now, we know this. There are plenty of price targets, seemingly unending price targets, right? You can go, some people will tell you 100, they'll tell you 1,000, they'll tell you 100,000, right? Now look, here's the thing. Nobody knows how high it's going to go. We know that the hedge funds have written us a blank check. It's true, because they've said we guarantee to buy these shares back. So if everybody is willing to hold these shares, it's just that. It's a blank check. We write the price, and they've already signed it. But knowing that, there's at least 3.2 million individual shareholders right now, and that means that there's 3.2 million different people out there who are willing to take different prices. Some will be willing to hold out longer than others. Some are going to be willing to take profit very, very early. So we need to play this squeeze strategically, right? Now, whether you've got a price target at $1,000 right now, $100, $100,000, no matter what club you fall in price target-wise, let's talk about the possibilities of this squeeze and what it means for you moving forward, because I do not want to see you holding out for 100,000, knowing that we're not going to hit it, and then dropping back down. But I also don't want to see you thinking, wow, we've hit $100, cashing out, and then watching the price go up to 100,000. All right, so we have to find that medium. We have to have a game plan in order to make as much money as possible during this short squeeze. So what are some of the things that I'm going to be looking for during the short squeeze? And you can either say, well, that's phooey. I'm going to hold up to 100,000. If it doesn't hit, I'm bringing it all the way back down. I don't care about profit. Whatever your strategy, just listen to my strategy and what we're going to be doing here, and then apply it to yourself if you want to. And if not, tweak it, learn from it, grow from it, make it better. That's what I like to see. So here's what's going to be happening. The squeeze will happen, whether it's margin called or the hedge funds go out and cover the positions on their own. This squeeze will happen. Now, a couple things can occur after the squeeze begins. We could have a lot of FOMO buying come in. Now, let's just use some round numbers to make things simple. AMC is trading around $10 per share right now, right? Let's say that it initially squeezes up to about $100 per share. I would say, this is more or less conservative, but let's say it shoots up to about $100 per share. I'm looking for two things at this point. I really want to see volume, and I want to see how fast it squeezed up there. So if it immediately shot up to $100,000, I believe this is excellent, right? I believe the faster the squeeze is going to go, the more intense the price action is going to be, the better the squeeze is. That means there's more pressure out there. So let's say it immediately shoots up to $100 per share and volume is stagnant. We've been roughly trading 35 million shares per day right now. Let's say that this doesn't change, all right? We know that people are holding at this point because nobody's willing to let go of those shares. Yes, there's going to be shares trading back and forth at that 35, maybe at the same pace as $35 million or 35 million share per day level, but we know that there's going to be shares trading hands. Okay, if everything stays as averages are. Now, this is what I want to see, because this indicates that people are holding this stock. People are actually following through with the game plan that we're setting. Now, worst case scenario would be if we see the price shoot up to $100 per share and we've got 1 billion shares being traded right now. If volume spikes up to 1 billion, that means one of two things is occurring. That means that FOMO buyers are jumping on like crazy. They saw the price shoot up. They don't want to miss out on what's left for the squeeze. So we've got retail traders and FOMO buyers jumping and piling on as fast as possible. That's one case scenario. The other case is that hedge funds are covering their short positions. And unfortunately for us, as the traders, we do not know who is buying the stock, right? We don't know if shorts are being covered in real time, and we don't know if it's FOMO buyers in real time. So you're going to have to make your decision based on what could be happening at that point, all right? If you see volume and the shorts could have covered, move forward conservatively, right? I'm going to move forward knowing that, yes, they could have been covered. It doesn't mean that they were covered, but they could have been covered. So if I see some volatility back down to the downside, I'm going to be more conservative and really worrying about, taking my profit, getting it off the table, and not watching AMC stock fall back to $10 per share, right? That is what I do not want to do. I do not want to hold it back down to $10 per share. Now, other scenario. If we watch it squeeze to $100, diamond hands, volume is normal, I'm holding. If we watch it squeeze to $1,000, nobody else is selling those shares. It's evident in the volume, guys. You're going to see who's selling their shares, who's folding early. You're going to see that shares are being moved. They're being sold. That is what volume is. Volume is how many shares are trading hands per day, or if you're looking at a 3-month average or whatever. Volume is how many shares are being traded. So you can see that number. Now, if we see that volume is staying steady at $1,000 per share, excellent. My heart's not racing yet. I'm not panicking. I'm just watching that number in my portfolio go up. If we see it shoot to $10,000 per share, some people might panic, right? They might say, $10,000 per share is ridiculous. I got to sell now, right? I got to sell now. Volume will be an excellent indicator. If you see that people are actually holding the stock and they're not selling it, do not panic sell. Do not worry. You can have trading halts. You can have, your broker might be playing games with you. Whatever it is. If volume is going to be so key during this squeeze, because it's going to be the direct indicator of what could be happening, right? We know these shares are being sold, but we don't know who's buying them. So it's what could be happening. But if we get to a certain point, whether that's, $500, $1,000, and I see that volume has spiked up enough that the hedge funds could actually have covered their shorts, that's game-changing information for me, right? If that possibility is there, like I said before, it could be FOMO buying, right? We know that. You're going to be, if you continue to hold at that point, consider yourself a much more speculative investor, right? You know that the shorts could have been covered, and this could strictly be other retail investors piling on, and then they could pile out just as quick, right? But if we know that shorts have been able to cover, it's a more conservative approach to say, okay, that could possibly be the end of the short squeeze, and I was here for the short squeeze. Now I need to exit because I'm not investing in AMC. I'm investing in the short squeeze. I'm trading this short squeeze. So the most important thing you can do, hopefully this video shed a little bit of light on how important volume is going to be during the short squeeze, because it's going to allow us to know what could be happening, right? What the possibilities are. So moving forward with that, the most important thing you can do is get your game plan ready before the squeeze happens. There's some people out there who haven't bought into AMC yet. You're thinking that you can jump on AMC the moment it starts to squeeze, and therefore you're not going to have to tie any money up into it. But if that's the case, I don't want to say good luck, but guys, nobody times anything perfectly, okay? You're not going to be able to time the beginning of the squeeze perfect. If you do, you're going to miss out a lot on the way up. And if you try to time it perfectly on the way back down, it's just not going to happen. Nobody can time this stuff absolutely perfectly at the absolute bottom or the absolute top. It's all a guess at that point. But you can look at the information that is available, have your plan in place so you do not panic during the squeeze. Think about it. If you panic early, you could sell early and watch it go all the way up to 100,000. If you panic, late or think you're too calm and too collected and you're going to hit that 1,000 and it never happens, you might write it all the way back down to $10 a share. And my hope for every single person trading AMC stock out there is that you make as much money as possible during the short squeeze. Knowing that nobody's perfect, knowing that nobody's going to time the peaks perfectly, all right? We get that. But I do not want to see anybody have $1 million in their portfolio and ride it all the way back down to $1,000 because we didn't hit that $100,000 price target, right? I do not want to see that. I want to see you take advantage. I want to see you realize the profit, and I want to see the hedge funds pay up for what they've done. So guys, if you're brand new to the channel, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are here every single day. We're growing our portfolios together. And look, if you want a free share of stock, there's a link in the description below for Webull. Go ahead, sign up, deposit $100. You're going to get a couple free stocks for doing so. And look, if you want to sell those shares, buy a stock in AMC. You got AMC and you don't even have any money out of pocket. Perfect strategy. And then if you want to share this video, make sure to tag me almost anywhere at Claybro or Claybro883. I'd love to follow you guys back. And until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.